Have you ever paused mid-bite, the rich chocolate crunch melting into that smooth, creamy vanilla center, and wondered how on earth does something this perfect even come to be? There's something undeniably magical about the world's most iconic cookie, the Oreo. For over 100 years, it has ruled lunchboxes, dessert tables, and late-night cravings alike. And yet, few truly know what goes on behind the scenes, how this simple yet irresistible cookie is born in a whirlwind of science, precision, and a little sprinkle of cookie-making magic. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the Oreo universe, diving deep into the secrets of its production, and following its journey from humble ingredients to the deliciously familiar treat you can't stop eating. It all began in 1912, when a visionary American cookie company, then called the National Biscuit Company, now famously known as Nabisco, decided to introduce something extraordinary to the world. A sandwich cookie, made of two crisp, dark chocolate wafers, hugging a rich vanilla cream center. Unlike anything seen before, it was an instant hit. That combination of deep cocoa flavor with a sweet, creamy filling became an overnight obsession. Fast forward to today, and the Oreo is still going strong. Its classic formula, untouched, yet endlessly reimagined with new flavors, shapes, and twists for generations of fans around the globe. But the Oreo's greatness doesn't just lie in taste, it's a design masterpiece. That iconic embossed pattern, the wreath of laurel leaves encircling the proud O-R-E-O-N was more than branding. It became a symbol of trust, consistency, and delicious reliability. Whether it's dipped in milk, twisted open and licked clean, or devoured whole in a single bite, everyone has their own Oreo ritual. And that ritual starts with ingredients chosen with surgical precision. Every Oreo starts with a careful combination of all-purpose flour, granulated sugar, dark cocoa powder, salt, baking soda, and vegetable oil. The flour comes from American wheat farms, meticulously milled and sifted to remove impurities and ensure the dough bakes with a light, crumbly crunch rather than a chewy or dense texture. Overmixing is avoided like the plague, as it can activate gluten and ruin the delicate crispness Oreos are known for. And the sugar. It's finely ground, not too coarse, to avoid making the dough grainy and brittle. Only about 15% of the dry mix is sugar, a deliberate move to keep the cookie slightly bitter and perfectly balanced against the sweet vanilla filling. Then there's the secret weapon, the cocoa. Not just any cocoa powder, but specially alkalized cocoa, often referred to as the beans, usually sourced from cacao farms in Ghana, Ivory Coast, and Indonesia, are roasted, ground, and treated with an alkalizing agent to neutralize their natural acidity. The result is the Oreo's signature dark color and mellow, smooth chocolate flavor. Natural cocoa powder would make the cookies too sour and too light, definitely not Oreo. Once the dry ingredients are blended with oil and water, it transforms into a thick chocolatey dough. But here's where the science gets fun. To keep the dough cool and manageable, dry ice is added during mixing, rapidly bringing down the temperature. Cold dough is more stable, rolls better, and resists cracking. Timing is everything. It chills for about half an hour before it's ready to take shape. Shaping happens at a mind-blowing speed. The chilled dough is scooped onto a conveyor belt, where massive rollers flatten it out and precision cutters stamp out perfect rounds. Each cookie is embossed with a signature design, an instantly recognizable symbol of quality and nostalgia. At a blazing rate of over 6,000 cookies an hour, this part of the process is equal parts industrial marvel and mesmerizing spectacle. And once shaped, it's time for baking. The cookies travel down a steel conveyor belt into a giant oven over 400 feet long. The temperature, a scorching 360 degrees Fahrenheit. But here's the trick, they don't stay in long. Just 10 to 12 minutes is enough to bake them to crispy perfection without overdrying. That delicate balance of crunch and crumble is locked in during these few precious moments of heat. Fresh from the oven, the cookies are cooled fast, using massive fans. Why? Rapid cooling preserves the structure, locks in texture, and ensures they won't fall apart during the next step, assembly. Workers inspect the endless cookie stream with eagle eyes. Anything cracked, misshapen, or too toasted is immediately discarded. Only the best survive. The scene is like a chocolate river, flowing in perfect rhythm, one cookie at a time. Meanwhile, in a separate section of the factory, the real magic, the vanilla cream filling, is being crafted with almost surgical precision. The ingredients include powdered sugar, vegetable shortening, corn syrup, a touch of vanilla, sometimes natural, sometimes artificial, and an emulsifier. These are mixed in a chilled environment to maintain the silky texture we all know and love. The mixing is done slowly at controlled temperatures, allowing the cream to form that perfect stretch and moisture balance. Once the cream is ready, it's piped into a highly automated pumping system. Now comes the best part: assembly. On the production line, rows of perfectly baked cookies line up like soldiers. Half of them are topped with a generous swirl of that sweet, fluffy cream. Then the second half gently drops into place, pressing down just enough to spread the cream without spilling over. This sandwiching process is synchronized to absolute perfection, and some lines can produce up to 3,000 completed Oreos per minute. Once assembled, the cookies pass through a rapid cooling tunnel that firms the cream, locking everything into place. Throughout this entire process, strict quality control protocols are in place. Every batch is tested, checked, and rechecked. Cream that's too soft, pulled. Cookies that don't meet the weight standard, rejected. It's a high-stakes game of consistency, and Nabisco doesn't compromise. Every Oreo that makes it to your home is the result of hundreds of quality checks and a factory humming with coordination, cleanliness, and craftsmanship. The final step is packaging. Robotic arms equipped with delicate clamps gently pick up groups of 11 cookies and place them into plastic trays. Those trays are then loaded into bags, sealed airtight, and finally boxed up. From there, boxes of Oreos are shipped to supermarkets, convenience stores, vending machines, and kitchen pantries across the world. Whether you're in the heart of New York or the suburbs of Tokyo, that little blue package delivers the same reliable bite of joy. And let's be honest, how long do those cookies actually last on your shelf before they disappear? Whether you like the original, double-stuffed golden, or one of the wild seasonal flavors, peppermint, bark, there's something timeless about the Oreo. It's not just a cookie, it's a cultural phenomenon, a shared experience, and a sweet little time machine to childhood, comfort, and indulgence. So next time you twist one open or dip it in milk, remember the journey it took from fields of wheat and cocoa farms to one of the most precisely run food factories in the world. It's a cookie with a legacy, a cookie that unites generations. And perhaps most importantly, a cookie that never lets us down. That if you found this peek behind the curtain fascinating, let us know your favorite Oreo flavor in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your fellow snack lovers, and hit subscribe with the bell turned on so you never miss more delicious dives into the world of food production. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, keep dunking.